Okay, so what first question expected from us? We were given a string and we had to, for example, like if our string is, so it said lead code exercises sound beautiful. What essentially we have to tell is we just have to tell if last letter of previous word and first letter of next word are matching. Same thing we have to do here. If last of previous and first of next matches, last of previous and first of next matches. But thing doesn't stop here. It asks us to treat this string as a circular string. That means we have to do one additional check, which is last of this word should also match the first of this word. Yeah. So ultimately, this problem would have been easier if rather than giving it as one string, if we were given list of strings. Is that right? If we were given list of strings, problem would have become easier. So ultimately, if I make it a list and put like lead code is first word, exercises is second word, then sound is third word, and then beautiful is fourth word. If this list was there, not a char array, it will be array of strings path. I'm saying if it was an array of strings, then this problem would have become a lot easier to do. Yeah. So ultimately, first thing we have to make sure first and last strings are actually matching. So for that, it is like first and last string check, first and last check, last check. That is one thing. And second thing is it is adjacent check. For first and last, if you know the length of the list, which is n, the first is at index 0 and last will be at index. First will be at index 0 and last will be at index n minus 1. Yeah, so this length of this list is 4. So what we essentially have to do is here just we have to check if last is this. So if you are talking about last, which is L of n minus 1, and you have to access its last character, somehow you need a way to get this character, which is nothing but length of this minus 1. And for now, for simplicity, let me call it back. We want back character of last string. If this is not equal to, if this L is not equal to this, what will I write for this check? I want to do first and last check first. I am just making sure these are same. So what will I write here? L of, yes, it will be L of, I'm just ensuring this last word's last character and the first word's first character match. So what should I write here as L of? Yeah, it will be L of 0 dot first, or since we are calling back, let's call it front. So this is one check. And for adjacent check, can we say for number one, we have to check its first and previous last. So we have to just go from index 1 to n minus 1. And all we have to check is, we have to check if li's, if this was the case, we would have returned false. Same way, what will be the case to return false? How do you check? This you have to check with previous, this you have to check with previous, this you have to check with previous. What should be the check? If li dot I starts from here. If li dot first is not equal to L of I minus 1 dot last, or it is front and back, sorry. If this front is not equal to this back, can we simply return false? In all other cases, can we say in the end we will end up returning true, right? The false cases we have detected and just we are returning true in other cases. Now the catch is, how do you get this list? In Python, if you had a string, getting a list from the string is easy. What we would have done? We would have just done a split, absolutely. Now in C++, what you can do, a small concepts knowledge would have helped. One is we can go character by character. Yeah, other is we can go with string stream. So in C++, there is something called a string stream. We could have declared it string stream ss round bracket s. So we are giving this s to string stream. After that, what you will do, the way you can get every word is you just have to write a while loop. While, take another string s, string, let's say part. We are saying while ss becomes like cin. We could have said while ss of part. While this is true, that means while there is any other part left, we could have taken a vector of string v, and we would have added every part to that. V dot pushback of part. So this is just to convert s to list. And once you got this list v, we could have applied the simple logic. Yeah, so see, in C++, string stream is useful. So many people would have struggled or would have gone with a, you can say, bigger logic to solve this problem without using string stream. It is possible to solve the problem without using string stream also. Okay, guys, does this make sense? Did anyone use any other approach, any other shortcuts? Okay, Nitin used. Nitin, what was your approach?
So whenever I found a space, I checked
Okay,
for its previous and next character.
okay. So basically, you are relying on the spaces, and because the problem statement clearly called out that there will be only a single space. Yeah, that's fair. Okay, Parth used the same idea. Yeah, so yeah, so if single space was not there in the string, let's say string had multiple spaces, then our logic would have to kind of bypass every space, and this logic will work better in that. But yeah, both approaches will give you a correct solution. Okay, so this was an easy one. Let's move on to the second problem. Any doubts, any questions from anyone before we move to the next question? Okay.